Happy 4-year anniversary backyard videos! I seriously can't believe it's been 4 years. Wow. Oh, and yes, I am filming on my tablet. I know, it's like the first time since like May that I've like filmed on this thing. And that's pretty crazy, because all this time I've been filming on my phone. Alright. Guys, welcome to another Backyard video. In this episode, yes, it is the 4th anniversary of Backyard videos. Unfortunately, I can't show you guys my face cam, of course, because obviously it doesn't work on my tablet. I did try it once, it kind of failed out a little. But that was ages ago. Anyway, guys, this is the 4th anniversary of Backyard videos. And also, if you guys are wondering why I'm filming on my tablet instead of my phone, I'll give you a simple hint. My phone storage is full. Literally. So, I am going to quite literally open this up, because this gives us all detail on this party. Now, right here. This says it right here. So, like, it literally gives us all the detail about this thing. So, right here, as we can see, so this says, this party brings back many things throughout the series and some event decorations. Actually, the event decorations is a complete lie, because I actually didn't do that. So it says also mainly things mainly things throughout the series. From August 25th through the 26th, explore the history of backyard videos throughout the backyard as you find out when certain activities and concepts made their first appearance in the series. A custom shirt will be available in celebration of the party. A pin will also be released in celebration as well. It all happens August 25th through the 26th. So, you guys can see this one's a little bit different from last year. Well, we actually did the history idea last year. It's just this time it's different. Because there was actually, surprisingly, no time travel feature this year. Nope. No time travel feature this year, guys. Nope. I'll probably bring it back next year for 5 years. Oh, and also, as you can see, 4 of the balls are gone because they are part of the event decoration. And yeah, guys, with all that being said, it's almost night. It's actually literally 7:51. So let's get right into it. So obviously, we're going to start off here in the workshop. Now, actually, no, every single one of these signs that you'll see here, you'll see down there, assuming you guys can see that, that says Custom Shirt Showcase, May 22nd, 2018. Now, actually, yeah, if you see any of these signs with these various things, I'll give you another example over there. We have Event Showcase. By the way, all of these are in complete random order. I'm not even kidding. They are all in random order. So, yeah, because I love to go random. So, anyway, that is the logo right there. The pin is hid somewhere in one of these rooms. So, let's begin. I'm going to begin with right here. Because why not? So, this says Project Table, Episode 78, May 10th, 2017. Because that was the very episode that Project Table was introduced. And no, I don't mean this one. No, that was introduced over 2 years later. Actually, oh, yeah. Yeah, over 2 years later, this Project Table was introduced. I'm talking about the original one. Go watch Episode 78 of Backyard Videos to know what I'm talking about. Right over here, and yes, as you can see, I do have a project here. I actually just made this project just to show it off for this one. So we have projects. Episode 8, October 14th, 2016. Because that was the first ever episode in Backyard Videos where I actually made a project. And no, it was not with wood. It was actually with something else. Go watch episode 8 of Backyard Videos in the playlist to know what I'm talking about. Bear in mind, it's also at the very end of that episode. like the very, very end. So I made a small little project just to display. Obviously, this isn't the original one, of course. So I just made like a little project here just to display it. So right over there, we have event showcases, episode 58, April 1st, 2017. Because episode 58 of Backyard Videos was the first ever episode I ever showcased an event in. Moving on, you probably saw this earlier. We have custom shirt showcases, episode 264, May 22nd, 2018. Because that was the first ever episode a custom shirt was ever showcased in. And believe it or not, that is the first ever custom shirt I made, which is also obviously the first ever custom shirt I showcased in a backyard video. So I put that right there, although it's starting to fade out now, you can see. Also, I put the tripod here as like a little design here. It would be like me showcasing that shirt. It's like a setup showing like me showing you guys this shirt on the tripod. You guys know how I showcase the custom shirts on the tripod in the tripod area. Well, it's basically the same thing. So I'm making it like the tripod is like the camera here, obviously, and it would face here. It would be like me showcasing this shirt, and that's what the whole part of this is for. It's like the tripod obviously being the camera facing towards me, like it would be me like showcasing that shirt right there. That's what the whole design is. How clever! So not only that, we only have one more in this room. And, intro and outro in Top of the Pump House, episode 16, November 7th, 2016, because that was the very episode that I started doing that. Moving on. We just got a red noodle up there. Not really much to say about that. Alright, at the shed, we have two signs here. So right here, this actually does say the shed itself. Episode 21, December 13th, 2016. Because in that very episode, episode 21, which is when I came back to the series after a whole month, because I wanted to take a break, because I was making so many at the time. And I don't mean the one from May 2018. No, you'll understand what I'm talking about if you watch episode 21 of Backyard Videos in the Backyard Videos playlist. And I'm actually going to try and link every single episode of Backyard Videos that is actually mentioned in this party. Yeah, let's hope it will actually work. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to try and link every single episode of this, every episode of the series that is showcased here. Let's hope it'll work. So, yep, that's exactly, and actually, the reason it does say December 13th is because that's when I showed you guys the inside of that white shed for the first time in the old backyard. Yep, that was the very episode I showed you guys the inside of it for the first time. Obviously, I don't mean this one, because I moved here in 2018, and this was 2016. Now, down there, you can see we have storm episodes. Starting with episode 162 on October 23rd, 2017. Because that was the first ever backyard video to actually feature rainstorms. Oh, actually, yeah, that does say rainstorm. That was the first ever episode to feature in the rain. So that's cool, right? That's awesome, right? Yeah, again, I'll try and link every single episode that is mentioned here, which is quite a lot of them. Moving on! Alright guys, here in the tripod area, we got a lot of stuff. First off, we have the balls, episode 130 on August 22nd, 2017. So right here, I have all of the balls lined up in the exact order that they were in that episode. We also got a red noodle right there. It is currently 7:58. This one, gotta get down on the ground for this one. 100th episode, July 23rd, 2017. 150th episode, September 26th, 2017. Oh, I gotta brush that off. Okay, what the heck? There we go. Alright, that says 200th episode, February 24th, 2018. Over here, we have 300th episode, September 30th, 2018. Oh, hold on. There we go. 400th episode, May 10th, 2019. 500th episode, October 31st, 2019. And the most recent one. Why are all these getting buried all of a sudden? There we go. 600th episode, April 20th, 2020. Because that's the most recent one we've gotten so far. By the way, as of this episode, we are officially halfway into the 600s. And we're actually... Wait, hold on. We're not done. We still got one over here. Pretty sure you guys can guess this one. Alright, you guys should guess this one now. Unknown Area. Episode 27. January 8th, 2017. Because that was the episode that I discovered the unknown area in. I'm talking about the old one, of course, not this. Okay, I have that zoomed up. Moving on, guys. I'm glad it isn't fully dark yet, because I still got a lot to show. Right here, we got the time machine. Well, not the actual one. No, but it's a little reference. The time machine from episode 29, January 20th, 2017, because that was the first episode that I showed you guys, the time machine. Alright, let's go down here. Yeah, I have to go down in the ground a lot in this episode just to reach these. So, right there, we have scavenger hunts starting on episode 13 on October 22nd, 2016, because that was the first ever episode we actually went on a scavenger hunt in the series. Right here, this next one should be very obvious. Box Towers, starting on episode 158 on October 18th, 2017. Because I looked back and I saw that that was the episode that we started doing Box Towers in, and I looked back at all the previous episodes in the playlist and saw if we did it beforehand, and I saw nothing regarding it until that episode. Right down here, this one should be kind of obvious, is the snow episodes. Starting on episode 34 on January 30th, 2017. Because that's when I started making episodes in the snow. And yes, that is my original snow hat, by the way. Reference. Over here, this one's obvious. New York episodes. Episode 34 on the exact same day, January 30th, 2017. Because those snow episodes were filmed indeed in New York. Moving on, guys, to the field. Over here, we got a lot more. And it's really cool. I think the pond view is filled with the most of them. Actually, the tripod area is. There was still a lot in the pond view, though. Alright, guys, moving on. We got, well, this one should be kind of obvious because of the logs. Expedition for Supplies. Episode 13, October 22nd, 2016. Because that was the very episode I had to gather various supplies to save my hole after I buried it. Alright, and this next one should also be obvious because the hole looks a little bit different. Actually, you guys have actually never seen this hole before. Good news, it's permanent. Yay! But the point remains. Hole construction. Episode 9. Assuming you guys can see that. Yep, episode 9, October 16th, 2016. Because that was the very episode I introduced hole construction to the series. And yes, we'll be coming back this October once again on October 16th. Alright, we only got one more in here. And this one is for the first episode in New Backyard. Episode 287, June 30th, 2018. Moving on to the tree next to the garden. Yeah, let's get that out of here. Ugh! Don't need that. Moving on, guys, we got a lot more to do right over here, first off, we have this sign that does indeed say, Happy 4th Anniversary Backyard Videos. Because that's today! Literally! Alright, enough messing around. Let's get back to it. So right here, we have Bike Riding, episode 54 on March 24th, 2017. Literally the day before Legos Island was created. Literally, the day before Legos Island was created. That is insane. Next up, we got Hole Digging, episode 3, September 3rd, 2016. And yes, by the way, I am actually going to be recreating that concept on the exact same day of September 3rd this year. So be on the lookout for that next week. Next Thursday to be exact. Alright. Right here, this one should be pretty obvious. But it is The Rings. Episode 85. May 30th, 2017. Because I realized I looked all over the playlist before that episode to see if we used the rings in any other episode. We never did, so I found out that that was the first episode we ever fully used the rings. Over here, we have, hold on, what does this say? Special effect episodes. Episode 213, April 14th, 2018. Now, what I mean by special effects is, you guys remember the special effect episodes like the black and white effect, the gold effect, the multicolor and pixelated effect? Yeah, that is exactly what that's talking about. So, in case you guys are curious. And that one, we have part episodes, episode 98, July 17th, 2020. What that means is that episode turned into multiple parts, alongside many other episodes leading up to various episode milestones. So that's what that meant. Moving on, we have one more room. Whoa! We ain't done. We actually have some outside backyard decorations on the outside of the backyard here. So we have Labor Day episodes, and yes, I know, this is quite a change, actually, to actually see me over here. Labor Day episodes. Episode 4, September 5th, 2016. Because that was the first ever episode to be filmed on a Labor Day. Like, that was the first ever Labor Day episode, and then they kept going every single year on Labor Day. And yes, don't worry, there will be one on Labor Day again this year, like always. So be on the lookout for that on Monday, September 7th. Because that's the first Monday of September, and that's when Labor Day is. Christmas Eve episodes. Episode 24, December 24th, 2016, because that was the very first Christmas Eve episode to be filmed in Backyard Videos. Yep, episode 24 marked the first ever episode to be filmed on Christmas Eve, and that's why it says it there. Right here, we have Halloween episodes. Starting on episode 164 of October 31st, 2017. Because episode 164 was the first episode of Backyard Videos to be filmed on Halloween itself. Moving on, we still got a few more left. Right here, we have New Year's Eve episodes, starting off with episode 25 on December 31st, 2016. Right back there, I don't know if you can see that, but it does say Past Concept Episodes, episode 355 on February 5th, 2019. So that's when we started doing Past Concept Episodes. I want to get back to that, actually. I miss it. Right here, this says The Hose, episode 108 on July 30th, 2017. Because that's when we introduced the hose into the series. Right here, this says The Garden, episode 50, March 16th, 2018.